Hello guys, welcome back. This is Dr. Cool Fix. Welcome back. Today video I'm gonna be teaching you guys, very brief on teaching you guys, why does the air only come out of the defrost. Where is the defrost? This is the defrost. It's not everybody who owns cars that actually knows that is where the defrost is, except if you have got experience from some other person's car, or you've been taught, or someone showed it to him. Now, for a lot of you guys who are in Nigeria, we don't know that that's where, or Africa, we don't know where that is where the defrost is. Do you know the reason why? Because in Africa, it's rare to find African that are experiencing winter. So because of that, the only features in the heating ventilation system, which they're actually the HVAC system, which they most often times use 80 out of 100, is the AC system. And some of them actually get to use that also when it's raining, but it's not only it's the defrost in the AC aspect, not the heater aspect. But the real usage of the defrost is the heater, not the AC. So the opposite of the defrost in the heater aspect is what you call the defog, which is now the AC system, but the both of them are actually using the same vent. So what happens when getting air coming out of the defrosts? Well, the first thing first you should be looking at there is, one, you have a broken climate control system. The climate control system is where it starts, where you give commands to where the air should flow. Like here, it means it should flow on the driver's and passenger's face. Here it means on the leg, and on the driver's face. Here it means only on the leg. While here it means on defrost on a driver, and here means only defrost. That is, here means only leg and the defrost. Here means only defrost. Here means only the leg. Here means on the face, on the leg. While here means the air should come out from the vent and hit the driver's face. So when you push it here and push this button here, let me start the car. Okay, now the air is blowing out of here. Now air is not coming out of here right now, as it should be hitting the microphone. Let me narrate it to you. Let me take this and take it here. You're gonna start feeling the air hitting the microphone right now. You guys are hearing it, right? Now let me back off the camera and take it all the way here again, and the air start coming out of here. That's where the air is coming out of. So if the air is not coming out of the defrost there, on the other part, the next thing you want to check is, are you sure it's only the defrost area that the air is not coming out of? Have you checked other vents? If you have checked other vents and it's only coming out of the defrost, then there is a problem. The problem which you're going to be dealing with here is either a wiring problem, aside the climate control system. If you have checked that the climate control system has passed it, if you have which you can do by replacing the climate control with another one. If the problem persists, then you could be having a wiring problem. And if after checking and checking all the wiring problem, which is very rigorous to know which one does which, then you could be having, undoubtedly you are having a bad door blend model issue, which is also not easy to assess, and finding the right one can be a pain in the butt because there are so many of them, especially if you're dealing with a car that is multiple zones or dual zones or 4 zones. You're gonna be dealing with a whole lot of them, so it's gonna be really hard. You're gonna be going through the drawing board to figure out exactly which one is responsible, that is making the mess. Then aside that, also aside the blower motor also, the door blend also, you also could be having a mechanical problem which is not stemming from a bad climate control system, a door blend motor issue, a wiring issue, but a cable issue. In those where electronics is not very versatile in use like it is today, where the CAN bus is not taking control of issues. Oh, I missed that. Also CAN bus, a CAN bus problem. Because if your cars is among the millennium car that are most oftenly controlled by CAN bus system, then you could be dealing with a CAN bus problem, because it's actually the CAN bus system that controls a lot of features concerning how the air flows, which circuit to trigger on, which door blend motor to on, which one to shut off. So if you are in that situation where you're finding it hard to get the air running through these vents and it's all stuck in the defrost aspect, so you could be having a CAN related problem, car area network problem, which can be very difficult to diagnose sometimes. It could be the control module of the CAN bus system control module that the problem is stemming from, or if your own car, like I said before I jump into the CAN, is actually the old model, then you're likely not dealing with electronics problem. You could be having a cable problem that is out of the system, that is unstuck from the climate control system. If you know very well, there are mechanical gears that are responsible in changing the airflow in the older model systems. All right, so instead of having the door blend system, they have a mechanical that controls which vent pushes the air out. So you want to check those cables and check some of those gears. When they go bad, well, what you're gonna experience there is that the air can be coming out in a certain pattern and it's not coming out on the other certain way we want it to be, contrast to what we want it to, where we want it to come out. It's coming out from a different direction, or it's have a mind of its own. So you want to check those cables and make sure that those cables are where they're supposed to be. They are hooked up to the right notch, and the notch that they are hooked up on is not broken, and the gear tooth which they are actually hooked up on is not broken. That is if you are dealing with old model. But if you are dealing with the newer model systems, your problem can be electronic related, it can be fuse related, all right, especially for those cars that have a lot of too many fuses, and it can be relay related, or it can be the door blend. It can't get out of these ways, right? Or something is stuck, something is holding something stuck somewhere that is not allowing the system to get control itself, to allow the air to flow through other channels, except just get held on the defrost aspect. So guys, you want to dig into the rabbit hole to find this. I hope you find this very helpful. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye for now.